What is up, YouTube? So I just stopped at Wawa to pick up a rain. I got the orange dreamsicle flavor for today. For those of you that have been watching the past couple videos, you'll know that I ran out of pre-workout. And honestly, I've just been super busy and haven't had the chance to make it over to Walmart to pick up a new tub. So I've been just getting energy drinks for the past couple workouts. Honestly, I'd much rather have a legit pre-workout and not just an energy drink, but it will do the job, at least for the next couple days, or hopefully today will be the last day and I'll get my ass to Walmart tomorrow to pick up a tub. Back at the house, though, I did have 3 grams of citrulline. I do still have a bit of that powder left. Let me turn these lights on. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, so I was saying back at the house, I had 3 grams of citrulline still, just to get a little added pump. And I had my 10 grams of creatine as well. So all the other things besides the pre, I still have at my house. But an actual tub of pre I am missing. So I definitely need to go pick some of that up in the near future. But anyway, this will be fine for today. I think there's about 300 milligrams of caffeine in here, so it'll definitely wake me up. I'm super duper tired. But anyway, regardless, pre-workout aside, I'm heading over to Planet Fitness now to go train some shoulders. And yeah, pretty fucking hyped, honestly. I haven't trained shoulders in about a week now, so they're definitely due for some damage today. Probably gonna do the same shoulder workout that I did last time. I'm not going to my home gym. I'm heading over to Planet Fitness. I think I mentioned that. But the last shoulder workout I posted on the channel, I was at my home gym where they had a shoulder press that I started off with. And then I did, just take a couple steps back. For shoulder training, I'm going to do front delt, side delt, rear delt. And then I'm going to do front delt, side delt, rear delt again. So I'm going to go from muscle to muscle rather than just doing one muscle at a time, if that makes sense. So instead of just doing all front delts and then all side delts and then all rear delts, I'm going to kind of go in like a cycle. So in like a little bit of a pattern. So front, side, rear, front, side, rear. And then by those 2 rotations, I'll probably have enough sets in for each muscle group that they'll probably be done, and that'll be it for the workout. So yeah, like I mentioned, I am going to a different gym for shoulders today than I did last time. But I think Planet Fitness has all the same equipment. They have a shoulder press machine, and they have dumbbells for some shoulder press. So those are the 2 workouts I'm thinking of doing for front delt. And for side delt, obviously, I'm just going to be doing some dumbbell lateral raises. And they have that row machine at Planet Fitness that I do a lot for just even cross-body cable presses for chest or skull crushers. And I do them for back for rows. But I was thinking it's at a good height to maybe even do side lateral raises like with the cable attachment on the row machine rather than just a regular cable stack. So stay tuned and see if I end up doing that or not. But I'm thinking I might give those a shot today. So those are the 2 definite side delt workouts that I'm going to be doing. And then for rear delts, they have the reverse pec deck at Planet Fitness. I'll probably be doing a few sets of those, and then just some rope face pulls. So pretty simple workout. I think the simpler the workout, the better. I feel like you got to do movements that you feel. If I feel like everyone's different in terms of workout selection for different exercises. If simple works for you and you get an effective workout and a great pump from just simple exercises, then do that. You don't have to do all that fancy stuff. I feel like the fancy stuff could indirectly help you a little bit, like maybe a little bit more of a stabilization or an increased stretch or an increased squeeze. That stuff is great, but sometimes that overcomplicated stuff just kind of, I don't know, like I feel like you want to think about the movement, but you don't want to think about it too much. You want to just think about the muscle. You don't want to think about your balance and all this other stuff. You know what I mean? So like, you got to find what works for you. And honestly, I have a pretty simple training method. I feel like simple works in a sense. I really like the old school mentality and like the old school exercises. Just sticking to the basics. So that's at least my outlook on it. But if you are watching this and you're saying to yourself, "Oh, I like all those like fancier exercises," that's completely fine. It's whatever really works for you in the end of the day. Whatever really gives you the best pump in the end of the day and the best satisfaction in the end of the day. That's what you got to do. So, not trying to tell you what to do or what not to do. But yeah, I think that's all that really needs to be said right now. I'm just gonna finish this drive over there. Should be there in about 5-10 minutes, and I'll see you for the first work set of front delts.
All right, what's going on, everybody? So I'm starting up my shoulder workout with some dumbbell shoulder press. Right here, I got the 75s in each hand. I just want everyone to notice something. When I kick up the weight, I don't just start the set right away. I try to settle the weight on my shoulders first and then start the press. And this is just to really stabilize the movement. I don't want to just rush right into the first rep and then have it feel off for the entire set. So me being able to stabilize it at the bottom and then getting a really strict press up just feels really, really nice. On these, I'm doing constant tension the entire set. I'm going to go all the way up, get a good squeeze, take them down slow, and just keep burning out as many reps as I possibly can. I got my friend spotted me a couple past failure. I believe I got around 11 by myself, and then he spot me to like 15. And then on the last one, I still want to take it down all by myself. When I'm getting a spot on these, I try to take it down by myself and just get a little bit of a spot to lock it out at the top. Now I'm moving over to the row machine that Planet Fitness has, but I absolutely love this machine for everything, even rows. If you're familiar with my channel, you'll know that I do this machine on arm day for skull crushers. I've even used it for crossbody cable presses for chest. And today I'm using it for behind the back lateral raises. Did 4 sets over here, nice and light, just slow and controlled, getting a good squeeze at the top, taking it down nice and slow, and then doing some partials to burn out. At the end. Doing the lateral cable raises behind the back just feels really nice because it just forces the cable to stay in line with your side delt. Rather than like if you were to do a dumbbell, it could potentially go a little bit more in front of you, but being that the cable is behind your back, it kind of forces it to stay in that side position. Now moving over into some rope face pulls. This is the first rear delt movement of the day. These felt super duper nice here. I did about 4 sets of face pulls today. If you don't feel rope face pulls, just notice the grip that I'm using right here. I never used to feel them until I switched my grip, and now they're easily one of my favorite rear delt movements. When I'm rowing these to my forehead, I just think to row back as far as I can. I get a full squeeze. Even when I can't get that full lockout, I'm still going to really just try to bring that rope all the way back. Still squeezing those partials out. Now moving back over into a front delt movement, doing some seated Smith machine military press now. These felt super duper nice. I got a plate on each side, and I just repped out 1 plate on each side for 3 sets of 12 reps. They felt super duper nice. I'm doing nice, slow, and controlled movements, taking it down basically all the way. I'm not going to go all the way down to my chest just because I feel like it puts your shoulder in a little bit of a risky position. I typically try to go a little bit under 90 degrees with my elbows, but not the full range of motion down. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, I do go a bit further down on these last few reps, but they felt super duper good. Again, getting that full range of motion is very, very important. Getting a good squeeze at the top and taking them down slow. Now moving over into my next lateral raise movement. I'm doing some dumbbell lateral raises. As you could see, I'm doing a bit of a underhand grip on these, and my reasoning behind this is I saw Sean Clarita, and if you don't know who Sean Clarita is, he's the he was the 212 Mr. Olympia, now Keon Pearson is, but I saw him do this as a lateral raise movement, and honestly, it just looked really cool, so I thought to give it a shot, and they felt freaking phenomenal. Sean Clarito is the two-time 212 Mr. Olympia, and I've been watching him for a few years now. He's just I love his style of training, and just some of the movements that he does are very, very good. So this is one of them, and they felt awesome. So maybe give these a shot. Just honestly, go just a little thing to follow when doing those is just to go lighter than you normally would. Just your hands being in that underhand grip makes your shoulders a bit weaker, but it targets the side delts really, really nice. Now moving over to the last workout of the day for rear delts, just doing some reverse pec deck, just doing some rear delt flies. These felt super duper nice. Again, getting a real good squeeze at the back and just squeezing out partials at the end. Hope you all enjoyed. See you back in the car.
All right, what is going on, everybody? So I just wrapped up my shoulder workout. Just do this quick turn real quick. All right, so I just wrapped up my shoulder workout at Planet Fitness. All in all, phenomenal workout. I feel like that goes without being said. I feel like even when I'm not feeling the best, I'm still going to try my absolute best to get a phenomenal workout. So I feel like that's going to be a reoccurring statement that I make. Some days I might be a little unmotivated to get here, or, some movements might not feel as good, but you can count on one thing, that the intensity will always be there, and I will always leave with the best possible pump that I can for that day. There are some days that, the pump might not be as good, I don't know, like you didn't have enough sodium, or you didn't drink enough water, or you didn't eat enough food. But all that matters is that you go as hard as you possibly can, and the pump is as best as it possibly can be for that day, for that given day, no matter the circumstances. But yeah, shoulders felt great today. I don't know if I mentioned this on the ride to Planet Fitness, but I do front delts, side, then rear, and then I go back to front delts, side delts, and then rear again. So I kind of like have a little cycle going. I don't just do one body part first. Like I don't just do all my front delt work first, then all the side, and then all the rear. I kind of like giving it a little bit of space. It just feels nice for me, and it resulted in a really nice pump. What else was I gonna say? Warm-ups. I wanted to talk about this on the ride to the gym, but I forgot, so I'll just talk about it now. When I get into the gym, I don't just start my first movement right away. I get in, I go to the cables, and I put on the D handle, and I just do a bunch of rotator cuff kind of warm-ups. So sorry about that. What I mean by that is I set the D handle on the little cable, and I set it up around shoulder height. And I grab the D handle, row it back here, and then I just do a bunch of these. I do about 3 sets of 20, 25 reps, not heavy at all. I got like maybe 7.5 pounds, I think, on the little, like loaded on the pins. And again, it's not designed for me to go heavy on, not trying to get a pump by doing that. I'm just really trying to get warm, get everything nice and loose, and I want everything to just feel nice and like fresh before I go into any movement. When I don't know if this sounds crazy, but if you're ever like under warmed up and you go into a movement, it feels kind of crunchy. Like it just doesn't feel right. So I always like to feel nice and warm and have blood just in the general area that I'm working before I go in and do any work sets. So not only do I do some rotator cuff warm-ups, like the ones that I showed you, like these, I also do a little bit of tricep extensions just to get some blood in the triceps, because I am doing presses, like the front delt press. And then I'll also warm up my forearms. And you might be thinking, why are you warming up your forearms? And the reason is because your forearms are holding everything, and I mainly warm them up for a press. I don't really warm them up for side raises or rear delts, but the reason why I warm them up for a press is because they are stabilizing the movement, I don't really want to go into like a heavy dumbbell press or a heavy Smith machine press with like unwarmed up forearms, if that's what's holding the weight and stabilizing it in my hands. So I do want to have them kind of primed and ready to go, so that they're able to stabilize the movement. But yeah, so warming up is very crucial, and I think that you definitely should be warming up. If you're not warming up, I would make some changes and definitely start to. You know, don't just use an excuse of like, oh, I don't really have much time to warm up today. Make time to warm up. If it means you have to shorten your workout, shorten your workout. You don't want to get injured because that'll really suck. So make sure you're always warming up, even a little bit. So even like those little like arm circles, you could do some arm circles just to kind of get uh, blood in the area. You know, if you were watching these videos and you don't have a gym membership and you're just working out from home, you know, you could grab a little dumbbell that you have and do some little rotator cuff warm-ups. They don't have to be, you don't have to have a cable stack to be able to warm them up. But yeah, I think that's all I got for today. I hope you all enjoyed the shoulder workout, and I will see you probably not tomorrow because my legs are, well, just next day that I'm going to be filming is going to be a leg day, and I'm supposed to train them tomorrow, but my legs are still sore from last leg day. So probably no video tomorrow. Actually, that is false. You will be seeing a video tomorrow. It's going to be the first episode of my cooking series that I'm going to start. I know if you've been reading the description of the videos, you'll already know that I am starting a little bit of a cooking series. So stay tuned for those. So there actually will be a video tomorrow. Sorry about that. And it'll be the first episode of the cooking series. However, it won't be a workout because I'm just going to take a rest day. But there will be a leg day posted in 2 days. I'm only thinking to take one more day off for legs. They're like still a little sore today, and I'd rather not just work them out tomorrow. I kind of want to give them 1 day of just not being sore, just to kind of make sure they're ready for the workout, which will be in 2 days from now. So stay tuned for the cooking video tomorrow and the leg day video after that. Hope you all enjoyed. Peace out. See you next time.